recognizes you for 5 minutes.
Thank you, and good morning, Chairman Womack, Ranking Member Clyburn, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today to provide an overview of the NTSB's activities. I also want to recognize that it was a year ago today that I got the call shortly after 1:29 a.m. About the collision of the dolly with the Key Bridge and the fatally injured 6 construction crew members on the bridge, as well as 2 serious injuries, 1 on the dolly and 1 on the bridge. And our deepest condolences I want to offer for the families and all the loved ones for this tragic event, and our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to you as we pursue this investigation. I want to start by thanking you for your incredible support of the NTSB and our critical safety mission, including the increase in our FY25 funding to $145 million in the CR. The funding you provided is necessary to support the staffing, training, and technology we need to maintain our reputation across the globe as the gold standard in accident investigations. With your support, we'll be able to increase our agency's size to 450 onboards. It's currently 427, which I can talk about. That would bring us closer to truly full staffing of about 500 personnel. The fact is, the NTSB has hovered around 400 personnel over the past 3 decades. We need to grow to improve performance, meet increasing demands, and keep pace with emerging challenges. As you know, the NTSB is an independent agency charged with investigating and establishing the facts, circumstances, and probable cause of accidents and serious incidents in the U.S. in all modes of transportation. We also serve as the United States accredited representative under international treaty and lead the U.S.'s response to the investigation of hundreds of accidents that occur overseas annually. The NTSB also delivers a family assistance program, which focuses on facilitating the recovery and identification of fatally injured passengers involved in the accidents we investigate, and communicating with families throughout the course of our investigations. Our current investigative workload includes almost 1,250 active investigations in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico, including in many of your districts, in addition to supporting more than 160 foreign investigations in over 50 countries. Throughout a typical year, we work on about 2,200 domestic and 450 foreign cases, and we expect the number of cases annually to remain high and continue to increase in complexity. I want to take a few moments to provide updates on 2 of our major investigations. Earlier this month, we issued a preliminary report and urgent safety recommendations to the FAA in response to the mid-air collision at DCA. I want to commend Secretary Duffy for his swift acceptance of these recommendations. The Secretary and the Acting Administrator of FAA have been tremendous partners throughout the course of this investigation and in many others, and I want to thank them for their focus on safety. Just last week, as part of our ongoing investigation of the dolly collision with the Key Bridge, we issued urgent safety recommendations to 30 owners of 68 bridges, which I also can discuss. There is still much work to be done in both of these investigations, and we'll keep this committee updated on our progress. Some investigations understandably get more public attention than others, but all of our investigations are critical for improving transportation safety. We owe it to the families of those involved, to the communities where accidents occurred, and to the traveling public to find out what happened, why it happened, to prevent it from happening again. In 2024, we issued 132 new safety recommendations across all modes of transportation, nearly 60% of which have already been implemented voluntarily by the recommendation recipients. This success rate demonstrates the value of our safety recommendations and our work with stakeholders to improve safety. And I think this is an important point that I want to emphasize. The NTSB doesn't regulate. We don't want to. The NTSB doesn't have enforcement authority. We don't want it. Why? Because our singular focus is on saving lives. And almost all of our safety recommendations we issue are dependent on voluntary action of the recipients. In other words, it's a true partnership on safety. Chairman Womack, you once said that we punch above our weight. That's true. We run lean with a highly skilled, highly valued workforce, many of whom are here today or watching online. To them I say, I could not be more proud of you. It is an absolute honor, a privilege to serve you and the American people each and every day. I want to thank you for having me, and I look forward to answering your questions. And I'll just note that Vice Chairman Brown is here today as well.
Fantastic. Well, we're